Let me ask you something. When you try to learn English, do you sometimes feel bored or tired of the same grammar rules? So today, don't study. Just listen to a story. Because sometimes the best way to learn a language is to forget that you are learning it. And this story is about someone very interesting, Jisoo. But not the Jisoo you see today, not the confident global star, not the face of Blackpink. I'm talking about the earlier Jisoo, a girl who was still figuring things out, who was surrounded by people more skilled than her, and who didn't always feel special. Now here's the interesting part. She didn't suddenly become amazing. There was no magic moment, just slow progress, small improvements, and a lot of patience. And while you listen to this story, you will pick up English vocabulary. You will understand how sentences are used in real life, and you will start feeling more comfortable with English, without pressure. So don't try too hard, just listen. Kim Jisoo was born on January 3, 1995 in Seoul, a busy and modern city. She grew up in a warm family with her parents, her older brother, and her older sister. Even as the youngest child, she was calm, simple, and often a little shy with new people. At home, she was more comfortable and playful, and she enjoyed spending time with her family. She liked watching TV shows and movies, especially emotional stories. Without knowing, she started learning how people express feelings just by observing characters. During school, Jisoo was known as a kind and friendly student who got along with others. She was not very loud, and she did not try to be the center of attention. But she had a natural charm, and people felt comfortable around her. At that time, she was more interested in acting than singing, and she imagined becoming an actress one day. She joined small school activities where she could perform and express emotions. Slowly, she started feeling a quiet excitement, something new growing inside her. Her confidence did not come fast, it grew slowly, step by step over time. Her life was simple, with school, friends, and daily routines. But sometimes, a quiet beginning can lead to a powerful future. As Jisoo grew older, her interest in performance slowly became stronger, and she started thinking about trying something bigger. In 2011, she decided to audition for YG Entertainment, one of the biggest companies in South Korea. This decision was not easy because she was not fully confident, but she still tried. When she passed the audition, her life began to change in a very serious way. She entered the trainee system, where training was strict, long, and sometimes very stressful. Every day, she had to practice singing, dancing, and even facial expressions. In the beginning, Jisoo found many things difficult, especially dancing, because she had no strong background in it. She compared herself with other trainees who were faster and more skilled. Sometimes she felt slow and even doubted herself. But she did not give up. Instead, she continued practicing again and again with patience. Her strength was not speed. Her strength was consistency and calm focus. She improved slowly, step by step, without rushing. During her trainee years, she also learned how to face pressure and how to stay strong mentally. She built friendships with other trainees, and they supported each other. These years were hard, but they quietly shaped her future. During her trainee years, Jisoo waited for a chance to debut. But the wait was long and uncertain. Many trainees around her left the company, and some never got a chance. This made her feel nervous, but she stayed patient and continued working hard. Before her official debut, YG Entertainment gave her small opportunities to appear on screen. In 2015, she appeared in a commercial with Lee Min-ho, which brought her early attention. She also appeared in music videos where people started noticing her visuals and calm presence. These small moments were important because they slowly introduced her to the public. Even though she was not famous yet, people began to remember her face. This gave her a little confidence and hope for the future. Still, the pressure did not go away because debut plans were not always clear. She continued practicing every day, improving her singing, dancing, and expressions. Her growth was slow but steady and strong. During this time, she learned something very important: how to wait without losing hope. She understood that success does not always come quickly. Sometimes it comes quietly, after a long period of patience. After many years of training, the moment finally came when YG Entertainment decided to form a new girl group. Jisoo was selected along with Jennie Kim, Rose Park, and Lisa Manoban. This group was named Blackpink, and it marked a big turning point in her life. In August 2016, Blackpink officially debuted with songs like Boom Baya and Whistle. These songs quickly became popular and people started noticing the group everywhere. For Jisoo, this was the moment when her long training finally showed results. At the beginning, Jisoo was sometimes seen as the quiet member of the group. She was not the strongest dancer or the main vocalist, but she had a unique charm. Her visuals, calm energy, and stable presence made her stand out. On stage, she slowly became more confident performing in front of large audiences. She learned how to control her expressions and connect with fans. Her growth was not sudden, but it was very clear over time. This debut was not just success, it was the result of years of patience and effort. From a quiet trainee, she had become part of a global group, and her journey was only beginning. After their debut, Blackpink quickly became one of the most talked about groups in K-pop. Their songs started ranking high on music charts, both in South Korea and internationally. Jisoo suddenly found herself in a new world, full of cameras, bright lights, and constant attention. As the group released songs like Playing with Fire and As If It's Your Last, their popularity continued to rise. Each comeback brought more fans, more views, and more recognition. Jisoo slowly became more comfortable, standing on bigger stages and facing larger audiences. With this success, their schedules became very busy and demanding. They traveled to different cities, performed at events, and worked long hours every day. Even when she felt tired, Jisoo stayed focused and continued giving her best. At the same time, she worked on improving her skills, especially her singing and stage expressions. She carefully observed her performances and tried to become better each time. Her growth was not fast, but it was steady and clearly visible. Fans also started noticing her personality beyond just her beauty. She showed a playful, humorous, and caring side during interviews and reality shows. Her natural behavior made people feel comfortable and created a strong connection with fans. As time passed, Jisoo was no longer just a new idol. She was becoming an important part of the group's identity. Her calm presence balanced the team and added a unique charm to Blackpink. Her journey was growing stronger with every stage and every moment. As time passed, Blackpink started gaining global attention far beyond South Korea. Their music reached charts in many countries and their videos gained millions of views very quickly. Jisoo realized that their journey was no longer local, it had become worldwide. In 2018, Blackpink released songs like Do 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 Do, which became a huge international hit. This song brought them massive recognition and opened many global opportunities. Jisoo stood on bigger stages, performing in front of fans from different cultures and languages. Soon, the group began their world tours, traveling across Asia, Europe, and North America. They performed in large arenas filled with thousands of fans singing along. For Jisoo, these moments were emotional because she could see how far she had come. Tour life was exciting but also very tiring and demanding. They had long flights, tight schedules, and very little rest between performances. Even then, Jisoo stayed strong and continued performing with a calm and steady energy. During this time, she also gained attention for her visuals and elegance on a global level. Many fashion brands and magazines started noticing her and inviting her to events. She slowly became not just a singer, but also a global public figure. Through all this success, Jisoo remained grounded and humble. She continued to focus on her growth and supported her group members. Her journey had now reached the world stage and her presence was becoming stronger than ever. As Jisoo became more popular, she slowly moved closer to her early dream of acting. In 2021, she took an important step by acting in the drama Snowdrop. This was her first leading role, and it brought both excitement and serious responsibility. In Snowdrop, she worked with actor Jung Hae-in and played a character with deep emotions. The story required her to show sadness, love, fear, and strength in a very natural way. For Jisoo, this was a big challenge because acting needed a different kind of expression than singing. At the beginning, many people were curious, and some were even doubtful about her acting. They wondered if an idol could handle such a complex role. This created pressure, but Jisoo stayed calm and continued focusing on her work. During filming, she spent long hours on set, repeating scenes and learning from directors and co-actors. She carefully listened to feedback and tried to improve in every scene. Her approach was slow but very focused and consistent. As the drama continued, viewers slowly started noticing her improvement. Her expressions became softer, more natural, and more emotional. People began to see her not just as an idol, but as a growing actress. At the same time, she still had responsibilities as a member of Blackpink. Balancing both acting and music was not easy and required strong time management. She handled both roles quietly, without complaining, and kept moving forward. This experience changed her in many ways, both professionally and personally. She gained confidence in a new field and learned how to express deeper emotions. Her journey was now expanding into a wider world beyond music alone. After many years with Blackpink, Jisoo finally took an important personal step in her career. In 2023, she made her solo debut with the song Flower. This moment was special because it allowed her to show who she is as an individual artist. Flower had a calm, elegant, and emotional style which matched Jisoo's natural personality. The song focused more on mood and feeling rather than powerful or loud energy. This made her stand out in a different and unique way. When the song was released, it quickly became popular around the world. Fans appreciated her soft expressions, graceful performance, and strong screen presence. She proved that she could carry a stage alone, with quiet confidence. Preparing for this solo debut took a lot of time, effort, and careful planning. She worked deeply on her vocals and practiced the choreography many times. She paid attention to every detail so everything would feel smooth and natural. This project also helped her understand herself better as an artist and as a person. She explored her own style, her emotions, and the way she wanted to present herself. It was not just a performance, it was a personal expression. Through this journey, Jisoo showed a more mature and confident side of herself. She was no longer just part of a group, she had her own voice and identity. Her growth became more visible and more meaningful. Even after this success, she remained calm, humble, and steady. She did not try to rush into many projects or change her personality. Instead, she continued moving forward, step by step, in her own natural way. As Jisoo's career grew, many people became curious about her personal life and who she really is behind the camera. Even with global fame, she has always kept her private life simple and mostly away from the public eye. She prefers a quiet lifestyle, spending time with close friends, family, and people she trusts. Her personality is often described as calm, warm, and emotionally strong. She is not someone who speaks too much, but when she speaks, her words feel thoughtful and genuine. This natural behavior makes people feel comfortable and creates a strong connection with fans. At the same time, Jisoo also has a playful and humorous side. In interviews and shows, she often makes light jokes and creates a relaxed atmosphere. This balance between calmness and playfulness makes her personality very unique. Over time, she has built a strong public image, not only as a singer but also as a role model. Many people admire her for her patience, her steady growth, and her ability to stay grounded. She shows that success does not always need a loud confidence. Sometimes quiet strength is enough. Jisoo has also become an important figure in the fashion world. She is closely associated with Dior and often appears at global fashion events. Her elegant style and natural beauty have made her a respected name in fashion. Despite all this attention, she continues to remain humble and respectful. She often expresses gratitude toward her fans and acknowledges their support. She understands that her journey is connected with the people who believe in her. Like every public figure, she has also faced criticism and pressure. There have been moments when people questioned her skills or compared her with others. But instead of reacting strongly, she stayed quiet and continued improving herself. This quiet strength has become one of her biggest qualities. She does not try to prove herself with words, she shows it through her actions. Step by step, she continues to grow in her own calm and steady way. Through everything, Jisoo has remained true to herself. She did not lose her personality even in a fast and demanding industry, and this is what makes her journey not just successful but also meaningful. As Jisoo's journey continued, she slowly became more than just a member of Blackpink. She became a symbol of quiet strength, patience, and steady growth. Her story showed that success does not always come from being the fastest or the loudest. Through music, acting, and fashion, she created a strong and lasting impact. From songs with Blackpink to her solo Flower to her role in Snowdrop, she showed many sides of her talent. Each step added something new to her identity and her confidence. Many people around the world now look at Jisoo as an inspiration, not because she was perfect from the beginning, but because she kept improving slowly. Her journey teaches that consistency, patience, and belief in yourself really matter. She also helped take K-pop to a global level, reaching audiences from different cultures and languages. With Blackpink, she stood on some of the biggest stages in the world, and through this, she became part of a global cultural movement. Even now, her journey is still growing and new opportunities continue to come. But one thing has not changed: her calm personality and grounded nature. She still moves forward, step by step, without rushing. And as you listen to her story, something else was also happening quietly.
Without pressure, without memorizing, you were understanding English naturally, through feelings, through moments, through her life. Just like Jisoo's journey, your learning also moved slowly but meaningfully. Because language, just like success, does not grow in one day. It grows when you stay patient, when you keep listening, and when you enjoy the process. And maybe, step by step, without even realizing, you are also changing, growing, and moving forward. Just like her, in your own quiet way.